Biology. Which of the following are characteristic of all living things? So, egestion and excretion. So, egestion only occurs in animals. So, egestion is the removal of undigested food. So, it occurs only in animals. So, this is not the answer. So, the question says characteristic of all living things. So, including plants and animals. So, all living things. So, egestion and nutrition. So egestion again appear on B, so it's not the answer. C, excretion and nutrition. So excretion is the removal of waste, toxic waste of metabolism, and nutrition is the feeding. So it occurs in both plants and animals. So plants also do excretion, they excrete carbon dioxide as a waste. So D, it's not the answer because nutrition and photosynthesis. So photosynthesis occurs only in plants. So the best answer is C. So the following diagram show a detailed structure of an animal cell. So which of the labeled parts modify and transport protein from the site of synthesis to the site of reaction? So the best answer is C. Smooth endothermic reticulum. So the diagram show an experiment conducted by a rain. So start of experiment, end of the experiment after 12 hours. So what is the correct explanation to what happened to the fish in tabard after 12 hours? So it becomes smaller because it is polarious, no. Lost water due to evaporation, no. Shrunk because salt solution moved into it, no. This shrunk water molecule moved out of it. So the best answer is D. It shrunk because water molecules move out of it by the process of called osmosis. So distillate water, the concentration of distillate water is higher than salt solution, so it loses water by osmosis. Question 4. The table shows the condition in the 4-test tube containing equal amount of starch and saliva amylase. In which test tube would the starch be broken down fastest? pH, temperature. So A, 2 and 27. So starch and amylase does not function in acidic environment, and the optimum temperature for enzymes is 37. So the best answer is D. 4 food samples were tested for each of the following nutrients: fats, protein, reducing sugar. So when protein is present, when pepper is observed, then protein is present, and then reducing sugar. When black lead observed, reducing sugar is present. So the best answer is B. So a child is fed on beef, oil, fish, cheese, and water only. Which nutrient would be low in level in this diet? So the best answer is C. So beef is the source of calcium, iron, and vitamin D. Cheese is the source of calcium, is the source for vitamin D. Water is there for proper functioning of the body. So which of the following plant nutrient is essential for germinating of pollen grains and the growth of pollen tube? So the best answer is A. Boron. The following figure shows a diagrammatic summary of the main events in photosynthesis. So light stage take place during the day. So water split into hydrogen and oxygen, and the process X is called photolysis. So hydrogen, during the day oxygen is released, hydrogen is stored in the next reaction, which is dark reaction. So hydrogen combined with carbon dioxide to form glucose. So the reactant Y is carbon dioxide and the product Z is glucose. So the diagram shows the best answer on 8 is C. So the diagram shows the structure of a rhizopart. So which part release digestive enzyme is D, which is the lysode. It absorbs end product of digestion and release digestive enzymes. So the best answer is D. Which of the following is a dental family of a dog. So the best answer is D. So start the diagram shows the human alimentary canal. Which of the following labeled parts does peristalsis take place? So the best answer is B. Which of the following chemicals from cigarette smoke reduce the amount of oxygen carried in the blood? Is carbon monoxide. So the diagram shows apparatus set up to investigate the production of carbon dioxide during respiration in insects. So what changes would be occur to the lime water in tube X and Y 5 minutes after seeing up the setting? So when air enters the first test tube, it goes into the second. So in X there is no change because there is no carbon dioxide there. So when insects breathe oxygen, they release carbon dioxide, which then lime water a cloud. So the best answer is C. Which of the following is not a safe sexual practice against HIV and AIDS? So A. Abstinence, consistent and correct use of condom, use of contraceptive pill, voluntary counseling and test. So the best answer is C. So abstinence is where sex is avoided, consistent and collective use of condom, voluntary counseling and testing services. So the best answer is C. The diagram shows a sketch of the uptake of water by a plant. So we have a leaf, the roots air, the context. So water, the roots air absorb water by the process of osmosis. So to then move up by transpiration, then again by osmosis, then move out by diffusion. So the best answer is D. So which of the following donors would safely donate blood to a patient with blood group O, a patient with a blood group O? So the best answer is D. So O is the universal donor. So it donates blood to all blood groups. So the best answer is D. The diagram shows a longitudinal section through a human heart. So Z is the pulmonary artery, Y left atrium, as X right atrium. So the best answer is D. So the diagram shows a kidney and its blood vessel. So what is the name of the part labeled X? So X is the context. So the answer is A. The diagram shows a human skin. What is the name of the structure labeled X? So X is the sweat gland. So the best answer is D. So compared to a hormone, a nerve impulse is generally as long-lasting response? No. A wide response? No. A fast response? Yes. So the best answer here is B. So a girl accidentally touches a very hot object and immediately pulls her hand away. In this reflex action, what is the effect? So a receptor, each receptor in her hand, no. Motor neuron, no. Muscle in her hand, yes. The spinal cord, no. So the best answer is C. Muscle in her hand is the effect. So there are two only effectors, muscles and glands. These are the only effectors. So the best answer here is C. The diagram shows a human eye. So what is the function of the part labeled H? So amplify sound, no. Collect sound wave and pass them to the external auditory canal, no. Contain ear that trump particles entered in the eye, no. Equalizes pressure between the middle eye and the atmosphere. Yes, the best answer is D. So H is the eustachian tube. So what is which of the following action strengthen the arm of the elbow joint? So bicep contract, relaxes, tricep contract. So the answer is C. So when you strengthen your arm, the bicep muscle relax, then the tricep muscle contracts. So which of the following indicates primary growth in plants? Differentiation of cell in the context, formation of secondary xylem and phloem, increasing the length of the stem, increasing the stem of the leaf. No, the answer is increasing the length of the stem. So which of the following is not a condition necessary for seed germination? Water is necessary, so no. Suitable temperature, water. So the answer is B, is not necessary for seed germination.